SD card failure. Why it is important to have dual SD card slot? Let's talk a little bit about this topic. Hello YouTubers, my name is Attila Mate from Blue Sky Photography, and today I'd like to talk to you about SD card failure and why it is important to have dual SD card slot. Now, I made a video a few months ago about the dual SD card slot, and many people attacked me saying that it's not really important, you know, and they jumped at me and they tried to tear me apart, you know, that mostly because I was talking about Sony cameras, that the Sony cameras do not have dual SD card slots. Why I did that video? I did that video because on that time I used to have the Sony A7R, Sony A7 Mark II and the Sony A6000, and I used to shoot with the A7R and the A6000 on that moment when my SD card got corrupted, and it got corrupted in the Sony A7R, and I was lucky that I had the Sony A6000 with me, and I had some shots on the A6000 because I was on a birthday photo shoot at that time, and I remember I was so much ashamed because I just couldn't deliver the images, you know, and I promised X amount of images and I could deliver only half of it, or maybe a little bit 70% of it, because the SD card got corrupted. And unfortunately the Sony cameras, I used to use a Lexar card that time, so the Sony cameras, they write the file on the card in such a way that even the Lexar software couldn't recover. I could see the pictures on the card in the software, but when I hit recover, it recovered only the thumbnails. It was like a few kilobytes, only one picture. So it was useless. I mean, I couldn't use at all, you know. Now, I have to tell you something. It happened with me again, just last week. Now, fortunately, this time it wasn't a paid job, so I was on my own. I have a project about Waterford City, and I would like to do a video project about this city because I think that Waterford City, it's in Ireland, you know. I think that it's a great city, it's a nice city, and I would like to have a small video about the beauty of this area, you know. So I was out there shooting for myself, and I was using the Panasonic FZ2000, and I was shooting video, and we all know that the Panasonic FZ2000 has a single SD card slot, but I was like, hopefully it will be fine, and blah blah. Well, it wasn't. So when I got home, I forgot to mention that I used the Lexar Professional SD card. So this is 64 gigabyte SDXC class 3 class 10 video SD card. It's especially for 4K video and 150 megabits per second, you know. That's the card I used to use. So it happened, and when I got home and I sticked my card in the computer, you know, the computer didn't see, and I will post a screenshot of the moment when my computer couldn't read the card. In the screen you will see this side, yeah. So in the screen you will see the screenshot of the computer. It just couldn't see, just didn't read, you know. And the card was full with video footage. So I had no other choice. I contacted Lexar and I told them the story, and they were, I have to tell you, I was positively surprised with the professionalism of Lexar, you know. I mean, it's okay, it happened, it's true, it happened that the card got corrupted, but look guys, any card get corrupted, that's not an issue. It's not, I don't blame Lexar, I don't blame it. I still use Lexar cards, that's not a problem. The problem is you need dual SD card slot. There is no card brand which one will never get corrupted. No, it can happen. If you use the card a lot, it will happen. In one stage, it will happen. And it happened, you know. And like I said, I was positively surprised about the professionalism, how Lexar treated the problem. They reacted immediately. They sent me an email. Look, what's the problem? Do you have any important footage on the card? I said, look, it's nothing so much important which one I cannot reproduce, because they offered me that they will recover the whole thing, you know, for me. So if I send the card, you know, to England, because in Ireland there is no Lexar representation, but if I send the card to England, they will recover all the footage for me and they will send it to me. So it was very, very professional how they handled this situation, but it happened. And like I said, it will happen to you as well. If you use cards, you know, a long time, it will happen, I tell you. And Lexar cards, they have limited lifetime warranty. I mean, lifetime warranty, can you imagine? And it happened. And this is not a cheap card, guys. You can look around. I mean, this is like 100 and something euro, you know, 100 and I don't know, 120 or something like that, you know. That's not a cheap card, but still it happens. So at the end of the day, it was not a big issue, because I didn't even want to bother, you know, to send all that, you know, to England. And I sent the card and I said, look, I can just go and I can just redo the footage, you know, that's not a big issue. But they send me immediately, obviously they send me a new card, so that's not a problem. I have this is the new card, what they sent it to me. So I got the card in a week or something. So it was actually very, very quick, you know. And I was, like I said, I was positively surprised about how professional they treated the whole situation, you know. So I'm very, very happy with Lexar. I will still use the Lexar cards even now. I think that they are very good. But that doesn't mean that the card will not got corrupted. So if somebody wants to tell me and wants to convince me that dual SD card is not important, I can't say anything else than, I don't know. If you work professionally, if you take money for your jobs, yeah, you must have dual SD card slot, guys. Believe me, you must have. If you work only for yourself, if you don't care about the pictures or the footage, doesn't matter. You don't have to. To buy a camera with dual SD card slot. If you lose the pictures, that's it. Life. That's life. You go and you redo. But if you use for a professional job, you must have dual SD card slots. There are moments and situations which one cannot be reproduced. So I hope that this video will be helpful to you. I just wanted to share with you this because it happened to me in 5 years twice, sorry. So I don't know what to say. What is your opinion, guys? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me your opinion. What do you think about this? Do you think that it is important dual SD card slot, or do you think it's not important? I think that it is important. 2 situations in 5 years explains to me why it is important. So, like I said, I don't want to say that Lexar cards are not good. I don't want to say that you have to buy other cards because Lexar is not reliable. No, I don't say that. I still use Lexar cards, and I bought at the moment, not too long ago, I bought a 128 GB, the same card like this one, but 128 GB because the 64 GB is a little bit small for 4K video. And I think that it will serve me very well. So I hope that this video will be helpful to you guys. I hope that you liked it. Please share your opinion and let's discuss it in a professional manner. And other than that, I wish you a nice day and see you in the next one. Take care, guys.